What's up, you guys? It is the Side Mystic, and I'm officially back from my vacay. And I'm very, 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 very thankful as well to see that I had so many subscribers and views. Um, Basically, while I was having a baby. During my baby vacation, I really saw everybody engaging with my videos, and what videos people were most interested in, and I'm really glad that I got that feedback and all that stuff from you guys. So now I know where I'm gonna start centering more in the topics of my videos and blah 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 blase. Thank you guys. To sum it all up, and this video is going to be on Gemini giving and receiving love. I know we're not in Gemini season yet, but I kind of just want to go ahead and go through all of them at one time. So Gemini, giving and receiving love. Gemini is a very, well, we all know that idea or the ideal that people think when they think of Gemini. They think of this person with two sides to them, but Gemini actually has multiple faces. They don't just have a good side and a bad side. They are like a spectrum of colors, and they show themselves at they show these different parts of themselves in random moments, but every single piece and part of Gemini is so interesting and so vibrant, and so they're that sign that will definitely keep you puzzled about life, because Gemini brings you awareness. When they care, when they're in their vibration, they're bringing you awareness. So this is the purpose of them having all of these different faces, all of these different shades of gray. They're kind of like channeling messages. That's how I like to think about it. They're receiving messages from their immediate surroundings. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so they're very stimulated mentally, and in this case it's going to be with their surroundings. Everything that they kind of meet with surrounding them, they're going to notice everything the same way Virgo does, but Gemini is going to handle the things that they see differently than Virgo. Where Virgo may take all of these things that they see and create this sort of algorithm, this sort of make sense of life creation with all of these things that they're being stimulated by. Gemini is going to take all of these things that they're stimulated by, and they're going to come up with ideas. They're going to come up with scenarios. They're gonna come up with all of these different things in their head. And if you know Geminis, and they actually you listen to a Gemini talk, you'll know that they're just gonna like spurt out whatever idea comes to their head. And most of the times it's funny. Some of the times it's like, what the hell, like, where did you get this from? So Gemini is the messenger. I like to think of Gemini as the messenger, because Gemini, their messages, any type of message we receive, we're receiving this message to make us aware. Like, the message is always to make us aware in some type of way. That's what messages do. That's why you send a text message. That's why you message. Like, you're letting them know something. That's the point of messages. So Geminis will make you aware with when they're in tune with their vibration. And it can be like little stuff. It could be like, hey, like, you need gas in your car. Like, did you not see? They're not gonna say like, did you not see it was empty? But they're gonna be like, hey, you need gas, or hey, like, your stove is still on, or I mean, simple things, and they let you know, the awareness in simple ways. But they also have the ability to make you aware of things in big ways, and they might not even know that they're doing it when they do it, and you might not even know that they're doing it when they do it, but they have the ability to make you aware. And a lot of people get hurt or stifled in their emotions when they are receiving messages from Gemini, because Mercury knows no morals. Mercury is not a moral planet. When they're giving you messages, they don't really care about how you feel. That's not the point. The point is to communicate the message. So however they're giving you what they're saying, whatever they're communicating, it might not feel good, but it's not, like, basically that's not the point. The point is you're supposed to be receiving some type of cognition from what they're telling you. So, I mean, it's really pointless to get mad or upset with how they say it. Now, of course, the way people say things is important, but in Gemini's case, I wouldn't really worry too much about that, and I would just worry about, or keep in mind, what am I supposed to be seeing from this communication? So that's what Gemini does in its highest vibration. What Gemini does need to learn is, like I said before, giving love isn't just about making people aware of things, of life. Giving love is also being sensitive to the things in life and what we're aware of, and also being sensitive to how we deliver it. And so feeling and being in touch with your feelings in a more deeper sense. Gemini, learn how to feel. Learn how to know and be aware of how people feel, and how what you say might affect someone's feelings. Those things are really important for cultivating relationships and everything like that. Gemini also has a tendency to be very, very restless in their mind. Now, like I said, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and they're very stimulated, much like Virgo is very stimulated. Gemini, however, can get very, very restless in their mind and have this kind of never-ending feed of information coming to them. And can make them very, very nervous, flighty people, in a sense that they run from things that they create, run from problems, situations, yeah, difficulties. They run from these things with dealing with people or anything that they just, manifest, and they don't deal with it. They kind of just move on to the next thing because it's their restless nature. But this is important for Gemini to do, for Gemini to calm their restless mind and sift through their thoughts, sift through all of these messages that you're receiving, and turn it into a higher knowledge that you can then pass on to other people, then pass on to this large, vast universe that you so greatly want to be a part of. You want to tie everyone all together, to be a part of this grand whole, but you've got to do that with yourself. And the Gemini that's done that, the Gemini that has sifted through those restless thoughts, came to terms with themselves, accepted themselves, then they can go out and make friends. Then they can create groups and, venture out with people and just everything that Gemini likes to do. It'll be healthy, and you won't be creating chaos wherever you go, and you won't find that people just dislike you and you don't know why. You've balanced the energy in yourself, hence everything else will be balanced. So, okay, thank you guys for watching. That is it on Gemini, giving and receiving love. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm out.